Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. Today is another TBR. Alright, so let's just get it over with, shall we? The books from last month. I have 13 books picked out. Okay, so I started off reading Rosalil og hendes venner. Then I decided to switch up some books because I didn't feel like continuing with the Rosalil series, so I read Deadly Class instead and combined two of the prompts for the Magical Hopathon. And I am including this because I do think that I will be able to finish it. I still have a week or so left of October, so I might also get to finish East. But as you can see right now, I am really not that far into the book, so I think without further ado, let's just, roll the clips. I didn't finish any of the books that I got last month in my game, which means that I will have to move back 5 steps. But it is what it is. Let's just see what we get, shall we? Alright, so as you know by now, I failed my reading for this month. I did read, but none of the books that I read were the ones that I'd gotten in last week's game. So these 4 cards that hopefully you can see, they will not be in the game, so I'm just gonna put them here for the sake of it. Simply because I don't want the risk of getting the same card 2 months in a row, but after this game I will add them back into the piles. Another thing, there's only 4 cards, but I got 5 books because 5 rolls, 5 books, and I didn't read any of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to go back 1 tile for every single book that I didn't read. A 1. Not off to the best start. Corpse Bride. Read a book with an unlikely, inconvenient romance. So first up, we got the Corpse Bride card, which is to read a book with an unlikely or inconvenient romance. It might be a little bit of a stretch, but I feel like that could also be enemies to lovers. Kinda. That's at least what I am gonna do for this month because I am gonna read Bonecryer's Moon. I am reading it with Gem over at Bookish Gems, and I'm so excited to finally get to reread this, and I think actually buddy reading this with someone will help me actually read it. Next roll. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Absolutely not. Then we landed on a jar pick. I did not want that. I would rather have treated myself, but it is what it is. So I've got my jar here. If I get something that I have already read, I would just pick another note. But I'm gonna pick this one. Please be good, please be good, please be good. We got Where Rainbows End by Cecilia Ahern. I was hoping to get something good, and I'm not really feeling this, but it is what it is. Let me just grab it. We're reading this completely destroyed book, which, you know what, it might be fine because then I can bring this and Bonecryer's Moon to this trip I'm going to in the beginning of November, because I do have a feeling that Gem and I will start reading the book in the beginning of December, and then November, and then just continue to read it. And I don't know why, but I feel like I could bring this. This seems to be a quick read. I might cry a lot, but you know what? It is what it is. I think it will be fine. It's definitely not the worst book that I had in my jar, but it is definitely not the best either. So Next roll. Oh, please give me a 3. Please give me a 3. 1. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is from Sinbad, which means it is a a DreamWorks free pick.
Alright, I could just do that one because that fits. Maybe look at the one title. No, have a friend pick a book. Dystopian.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go with have a friend pick a book. So I'm gonna go for have a friend pick a book, which is the spirit card. Okay, so the next roll was a free pick, but a DreamWorks free pick. And I ended up going with the spirit card, which is to have a friend pick a book. And there was a meaning behind this because I think it's the last weekend of November. My boyfriend is going on a trip and my best friend is coming to stay over here with me, and she also reads a lot. So I wanted her to pick a book because we do have a lot of books that we want to read together. But because she is in the middle of the ACOTAR series and she's not sure she can finish it, as of right now, she has picked Kingdom of the Wicked, but she will pick the final book when she get here and when we know what her reading situation is, so that she can maybe pick something that we could read together. She knows that I really want to reread this before I get Kingdom of the Curse, which should be next month. Roll number 4. A 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. Or a 1. Give me a 2 or a 1. So that I'll have... What the... Oh, no! And I'll have to go so much further in order to get another chance at a treat yourself. Damn it. 1, 2, 3. Barbie. Read a book with the chosen one trope. Then I got Fairytopia, which is to read a book with the chosen one. One of my least favorite tropes. I might have twisted this a little bit, but I do feel like that this book has kind of like chosen one vibes. So for me it counts. And that is Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. So in this we follow Renata Convita, who is like a memory thief, and apparently this type of magic is very rare. So I feel like in some sense she might be the chosen one, like because she's like the only one that they know of. I want to reread this before the end of the year. I had it on my TBR for last month, didn't get to it. Now I'm putting it back on my TBR and hopefully I will actually read it this time. And now, let's get to the last roll. And the final roll is a 2. I feel like I haven't gone much further from where I started, but it is what it is. So let's see what the last prompt is. Yes. Alright, I can do that. Road to El Dorado, which is read a book with a map. For the last roll, I got Road to El Dorado, which is read a book with a map. I could have gone with so many books. So many books. But I ended up going with Illusionary by Zoraida Cordova. This is the sequel to Incendiary and also the end of that series, basically. So I feel like that was a great way to get to actually finish this series, which is one of the things that I really wanted to do. And I do think that I will actually be able to do that. Hi, editing Silke here because I completely forgot that I'm also supposed to read Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller. So I didn't put this on my TBR. I could, and what probably every sane person would do, replace one of the books that I have picked with this one. But to be honest, I don't know a whole lot about the book and I don't know if it fits. It doesn't have a map. I don't know if there is an unlikely or inconvenient romance in this. I could probably just research it, but I kind of don't want to. And I also don't know if it has the chosen one trope. So what a sane person would do was replace one of them or research if any of those prompts are actually in this. But I'm apparently not a sane person. So instead of only reading the 5 books that I have, I'm gonna add this as well. So it's gonna be 6 books. Now, the reason that I'm actually also adding this is because it is fairly short. I think this is actually just, this is also just over 300 pages. So to be honest, I think it's manageable. I had forgotten about this. I don't feel like replacing any of the books that I already have on my TBR. So yeah. Sorry for this long interruption. I really wasn't supposed to be this long, but I kept ranting about why I chose to add this book instead of replacing one of the books. If I am in this special situation where I can actually read more books, the priority for this month is definitely either Namesake, Bonecryer's Dawn, or Tears of Frost, all sequels to books that I have recently read, or well, Bonecryer's Dawn will be because I am reading Bonecryer's Moon this month. And a 4th book that I would like to get to soon is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angeles, and that is because I am getting the sequel in the mail soon. So there's a chance for me to actually complete this series. Hopefully I can read a bunch of books very fast. And thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me what books you will be reading in November. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please hit that subscribe button. And also, if you want to be notified every single time that I post, you can hit that little bell icon. It would just mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!